Welcome back to Look What Just Found. I am doing rule number 4, episode number 3, because I opened up 2 in the first one, I believe, or the second one. And the episode before this has it was all wheat cents. And it was in one of these types rolls. So I opened up another one, and they were not all wheats, but they are all copper. So this bank that I'm going to is giving me has these old pennies. They're not even in a box. She told me, she goes, "Oh, do you want them? We don't have them in a box. Is that okay? Some people only want them in a box." I said, "No, give them to me in the bag." And she gave them to me in the bag, the rolls in a bag, and psh, and I guess the old people from the town they're bringing in these old pennies. That's a beautiful 81. Wow, that's okay. Move all these over. I'm trying not to mix them up. I won't be able to mix up the wheat ones. I only have limited space. I'm trying to do everything right here on my desk before I start my activities for the day. Oh, look at that. Misaligned die. Sweet. So let's put, and it's in tremendous condition. Misaligned die in uncirculated condition. That's tremendous. That's tremendous. I can't believe these fines from this bank. 67. And then, of course, all the wheats out, and not wheats, excuse me, all the coppers I'm saving all the coppers. It's another misaligned die. It's not severe. Condition's nice though. Also, that's what makes it kind of a nice penny. But I'm not unless it's like a really really obvious misaligned die. 1980D. I will look at the mint marks though. That 8 looks funky, huh? I'll weigh some of them too. 315. Yeah, you can tell when it's just when they're on the heavy side. Let me look at that 8 real quick. No, it's a big 8. Tell the rim is a little weird, has some toning. It's a nice penny if it wasn't so destroyed. Another nice toned out penny. 77. 80. Another misaligned. 73. That's nice condition. I mean, on the Lincolns, I don't know. I guess I don't know if this is nice enough to. It's definitely very fine. It's uncirculated. It's just not as shiny as the other one. I'll put it with them. I like holding on to the really nice ones. 79D. Let me check out that D real quick. I think it looks like an RPM to me. But whatever. I'm not going to go nuts. If it's not a really super one, I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. You know what I'm saying? Here goes another D. I want to really see. Nice toning. That's a beauty. Let's look at the back. Hold on to those. 67. 78. 67. We'll come back to that in a second. Fine condition. Let's look at that. Yeah, I guess I could put that with the well, they call that the honorable mentions. 78. 80. 61D. There's a 60 double die, small and large date, which this is not. I used to think that that's nice. I used to think that DD meant double D. It meant, which I know now, of course, is the RPM repunched era. But I used to think I used to think it meant something else. I used to think that's what DD meant was the double D. It's a beauty. 72. 72 double die now. So I mean, double dies. Oh, this is a beauty. Double die. I mean, you're gonna see that it's gonna jump out at you because you're gonna see the letters or the numbers or whatever. I'll put that with those. That's nice. A double die is really gonna jump out at you, like I was saying. So there's no. That's nice too, but all right. But that's what I thought. Oh, look at the 5. 5 looks. I don't know. Right? Isn't this? Look at the top of the 7 and the 5. Aren't they supposed to be like parallel? Probably not a big deal, but just interesting. Interesting. I wish they said, "Oh, 75, 5 not parallel to 7." That would have been a great era. It's a beauty. 74. This one will probably this video will probably be a little quicker. 80. 72. Let me tell you, your hands get super dirty doing this. That's one thing that's for sure. Dirty money, dirty money, dirty money. Don't play with the dirty money. Maybe it was another 75. Nice toning. There goes the 71S. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. Let's weigh it. 313. A bunch of the letters are, I don't know what that's called, but like damaged or not that. You know what I mean? Have some sort of that they. I don't know what the word is for it. It's not faded, but it's it's the surface. So it's the one. So there's a bunch of errors going on here, and it's pretty cool that it's an S. And it's pretty cool that it's in great shape. Or you can see some of the splitting on the edge there, on the rim. All right, it's a pretty cool. I don't know what pile is. Oh man, got confused with the piles. I'll put it there. The other one. Oh, too far in. 79. We're getting there. 72D has some rim splitting. Though misaligned. Nice penny. 65. P. $62D. Some nice pennies, let me tell you. They're not all faded away. 70D. So far, my coin roll hunting experience is very positive. Obviously, I prefer to open up old ones all day long. See, what this kind of reminds me of is like somebody said to themselves, because the zinc 73, the zinc pennies came out, in 82, 83, and all of these are 81 and older. Like someone's like, oh, I better get those pennies before they become fake. 73D. People thought about stuff like that back in the day. I remember when the New York, if anybody's from New York, this is a nice condition. It has some rim splitting on the right. 72. And they were going to raise the price of the token for the subway token. And I forgot who the guy was, but he was some rich dude, and he bought $1 million of subway tokens in the 70s. I remember I was a kid and I used to have to take the subway. It was disgusting. I was like, how old was I? What grade was I in? I don't know. I was young. And so the guy bought all of the he bought $1 million in tokens, and my subway that was in front of where I lived. He had people down there selling the tokens instead of going to the token clerk. He had people selling them there for, so you didn't have to wait in line, because there was a massive line to get to buy your token in the morning. So he had these people selling for the same exact price as the lady in the booth, but you didn't have to wait in line. So and it was in the news and everything like that. You could probably still see it on YouTube if you search for it. And so, so the I don't know. So I guess people made money doing that. And this is how people thought. This was the mindset. 69D. And same thing with I remember when the stamps were when they became forever stamps, and then they talked about, well, no, and then they set a date for raising the price of the forever stamp, and people went out and bought the forever stamp, like whatever, because they want to save the the 5 cents per stamp or what have you. Okay, so that's it. So um, not as not as good, obviously, as the wheat as the wheat penny opening, but still pretty cool. I guess I guess it almost doesn't matter, but except for copper value and maybe the potential for finding a significant key date or something like that. So key dates. Well, there's the ninth. All there is in the link is this 1970 S small date, which I guess it has question marks on it on the Rob Fine's treasure map. Matt. All the other ones are wheats, and then of course there's the double dies, which would just jump right out at you. But those are just key varieties. And the white AMs are new. The 1997, those are all newer coins. So anyway, still pretty cool. I like doing it. It's relaxing, and I will see you on the next one.